dismissed a petition that was filed by the Allahabad High Court Justice Yashwant Verma challenging the Lok Sabha Speaker's decision to admit a motion seeking his removal following reports of unaccounted cash that was found at his official residence in Delhi last year. And it has asked to constitute an inquiry committee under the Judges Inquiry Act 1968, which means the decks have been cleared for the 3-member inquiry committee constituted by the Lok Sabha Speaker to proceed further. A bench of Justice Dipankar Datta and Satish Chandra Sharma held that the judge was not entitled to any relief in the petition moved by him. The bench categorically rejected his contentions that a joint committee was mandatory under the Judges Inquiry Act 1968 and that the deputy chairperson of the Rajya Sabha lacked the authority to decline admission of the removal motion in the upper house.
Well, I think the Supreme Court is right. The argument of Justice Verma strangely completely misconstrued the statutory trigger. What is very important is that the proviso to 3 talks about admission, and admission as a concept is legally distinct from filing. And whatever I could hear about the arguments conflated the two and therefore distorted the language. As admittedly, it was only filed in both places, and admittedly again, insofar as the motion, the Constitution was concerned, was after rejection of that particular motion by the Rajya Sabha. Both the terms of Section 3 and the value behind Section 3 of a situation like this, that is to preserve bicameralism, is not in any way affected. And I feel that the argument which Justice Verma presented was utterly infirm and legally vacuous.
देखिए, क्योंकि ये अभी आयोग का गठन हुआ था, जांच कमेटी का गठन हुआ था और उसको लेके वो माननीय उच्चतम न्यायालय गए थे, वहां से उनकी याचिका रिजेक्ट हुई है। इस मामले पे समाजवादी पार्टी को अभी कोई टिप्पणी नहीं करनी है कि जब तक कि वो जांच आयोग या जांच कमेटी अपनी रिपोर्ट नहीं देते, उनके बारे में कोई टिप्पणी ना कर दे और वो रिपोर्ट सार्वजनिक ना हो, तब तक हम राजनीतिक दल